Guys, given we're about 15 off race start, what I might do is I might start splitting the race to chat away from this general chat. So I'll
Sounds
jump out.
good.
You'll get an invite from me soon. Righto, guys.
Alrighty.
Good luck, GT500 people.
Cheers.
Yeah, good luck, fellas.
Cheers.
Alright. Here we are, GT300 category for the Monday nights. Just watching Nakedy at the moment. Oh, he's off. I'm going to watch Chibi here. Chibi is opting for the R31. Water Arrow, how you going, mate? Welcome in. Snorksy is our teammate there. At the moment, he's out there in the FD, we're in the FC. I will call it the Mazda Cup essentially, because there is quite a lot of Mazdas on the grid. Shardy's opted for the FD, Stoney, Goju, Nakedy. Tyler's in the FC like ourselves, and so is Matt out there. And there's a couple of other mates thrown in. Yeah, not too bad, mate. Nice, soft, lots of body roll there on that RX-7. Same as my one. You've got Shardy running around, setting some laps. It's on a 1 minute 50 so far. It is a long race, it is a 40-minute race. Hey Ozzy, how you going, mate? Welcome in. We are about 10 minutes away from kicking off qualifying here. We've got 9 drivers in at the moment. Just watching Stoney out there in the Red Bull FD RX-7. Tyler just coming out now. He is in the FC just like ourselves. I think there's 3 of us in the FC, maybe 2 others that aren't in the Mazda FD, and the rest are all in the FD, so it's the RX-7 Cup mostly. Gonna jump out there, get some practice in. And after this, we'll go watch the replay of the GT300 race as well. Hey mate, hope as well. Send a friend request. Query, but no response. Middle tonight. Yeah, I'll just one second. Buttons are. What's your PSN? If you let us know your PSN, you can I can let him know. No practice, mate. What car are you going with? I'm in the R7, the old one, the FC. In the Nissan. Chibinari is also in the Nissan. Matt, is it? 45s. Fastest one, 45.27. Qualifying should begin momentarily. We are at 7:39. Gonna do a little boost to start his lap off. Alright, here we go. Qualifying is beginning for the GT300s. Your honkers. I have to remember after qualifying to get that sim dashboard out. Phone's charged up. Auto, how you going, man? Welcome in. What is at the start of qualifying for round 2. Monday night Japan series. We've got a little bit of space to Matt in front of us in a similar car. Behind us is Stoney in the FD, Mackie Doju also in the FD. Oh, Auto, the 300 class is my favourite. That's why we picked it. It's such a less stressful drive in my opinion. The 500 Super, I haven't driven that. I've driven probably about 3 or 4 maybe of the other 500 cars. I was going to go with the FD RX-7 and then I drove the FC RX-7 after seeing how many people were in the FD. Decided I really liked it. Yeah, I love the engine note of it as well. Another thing is that Matt up ahead and myself, I ended in my tune and he's running something very similar to that now. We call it the body roll simulator, because of how much the car actually pivots and moves through the corners compared to the other cars. one more lap. Nova, how you going, mate? All good. I'm not on the chat either at the moment. I'm sure the chat's a bit quiet at the moment as everyone's trying to dial in their last hot lap. Yeah, everyone's using the Lambo at the moment. Why don't you try some of the 300 cars and get in with us motor? It's that little bit slower, so I think it will help out with the lag problem because the cars aren't as fast as the 500s. Not that it'll help with the lag, but just racing around it. If you come in and go like the rest of us in a Mazda, one of us has a tune for you. Yeah, GG's guys, it looks like the as far as qualifying is concerned, it's the FC that's the quickest of the bunch at the moment. But I think that especially because I've been doing some practice. Practice tuning, mucking around with Naked and Goju, and I jumped in the FDR-7 and it was amazing the difference on this track and how it's possible to go for a nose stop in the race with the right tyre setup, and I'm not 100% of that possible in the FC. We're going to try it, but yeah. Alright, so it looks like Mr. Matt is in first, and then the other Matt, ourselves, is in second. Tyler in third. That's all of the FCs. 1, 2, 3. And then you've got Stoney, Nakedy rounding out top 5, followed by Snorksy, Goju, Chibi, Shardy, and You Gotta Be Joking is in 10th. Oh, he is not as tolerant. Oh, alright. Couldn't click with any of them? Fair enough. I liked the R33 Skyline in the 500 series just because of how it felt. But the front tyre problem it had meant it's kind of not really race worthy. 7:48 start from Goju, so we've got 2 minutes. Might just quickly try something here. To help with our front tyre wear for the race. Pretty sure we're right for fuel. Yeah, 2 Skylines and 8 RX-7s. Yeah, it's good. It's a weapon. I tried the Sylvia in the 500 series as well, and A, I couldn't keep it around the track. Couldn't keep it straight around the track, and B, when I finally did get it straight, I'd overshoot my braking marker because it seemed like the brakes don't slow the car down whatsoever. But you could tell how much of a weapon it was. I loved the way that sounded too. That was awesome, and I did a really good livery for it, but yeah. Alright, we're going to have 1 minute until the race starts. Oh, can we get it in before it does it? Yes. I sent it at least, don't know if they'll see it. Anywho's, here we go. We are starting the race for round 2 here. I believe it's 40 minutes at Fuji. We do come back here again later in the series for an endurance race. Tonight's just one of the shorter ones as we have the rolling start. We're going to have to throw our brakes back a little bit and try and look after these front tyres. Like everyone's getting through turn 1 pretty smooth there. Alright, here we go, 40 minutes at Fuji. The Symphony of Rotaries series of the GT300s. Oh, I didn't get my fucking sim dashboard app open either. Forgot about that. Stoney and Tyler are having a bit of a scrap behind us. Gives me and Matt up the front some breathing room. And here we go. Lap 1 complete, we survived. How are you rated up? Yeah, Jokin's in here too. His series debut tonight. very loose there, lucky. Very lucky. Happy Monday, Duck. Just a reminder, guys, we will be watching the 500s race after this. We'll grab the replay and we'll sit back and enjoy. I'm not sure how many guys they had there. I think they had 7 last week. Stony behind us has a 1 second pen as well. That FD is really quick through the corners compared to the FC. Webcam, oh, I haven't got it up today. I normally don't have it up when I do broadcast, but when I race I normally have it up. Like our teammate Snorksy has made his way up to 4th position at the moment. Tyler's up in 3rd. Stoney had that 1 second penalty, and I dare say that he'd been caught up in a bit of a battle with a couple of cars that really wanted to take advantage of that pen. Just trying to stay in touch with Matt here. Go. Raider Duck, we have the face cam up. There you go, mate. Picked up a half-second pen here and fallen outside of that 1 second ahead of that Matt was. Just want to keep in touch and keep him in our sights. Not sure how he's going on his tyres. Not sure if everyone else has considered it only being like a no-stop race, because if he does stop at all, we'll have an advantage. Hey, Rated Up with the gift, thank you very much, buddy. Much appreciated, thank you. Matt will be able to sneak away, get some distance and some pressure off. But look how we've got over 3 seconds behind us still. Splashing all these good things. We're looking just about on point with our tyres. I'm going to throw those brakes all the way back just to save them that little bit. We have a nice big gap. Our teammate Snorksy has made his way to third. We've got Matt 2 seconds ahead of us. Alright, 10 minutes in, we have 30 minutes to go. We are 1/4 of the way through the race. Matt is leading, followed by ourselves, and now Tyler is in third with Snorksy in fourth and Stoney rounding out that top 5. gap. Absolutely no pressure from behind. Matt is creeping away with it though. Staying consistent. I'm not loving my front left tyre wear at the moment. I'm hoping as the load gets lighter it'll only be sketchy for those last couple of laps. Okay. 25 minutes in, not liking the look of the 25 minutes to go. I'm not liking the look of the front left tyre currently. Doesn't help. Alright, it's coming up to the point whether we decide we're going to pit or not pit. Almost halfway. 23 lap race. We're at the halfway point. I wonder what everyone's going to do. Quite a big gap. It looks like Snorksy, Nackety and Tyler are all close together. Can't really tell what else is going on otherwise. Matt has cleared us by over 4 seconds now, halfway through the race. We stuck with him those first couple of laps. I think it's helped drag us out to this comfortable lead we have over that pack behind us. Chibi is in the pit, it's okay. Wait another lap or two and see if other people pit or not. A whole bunch of the FDs have come in the pit. Three FCs remain out. Oh, we got a yellow flag. Matt's gone around. Oh, that's unfortunate. Early on here into the second half of the race, Matt has spun on that last little section for the straight. Tyler's now gone in, okay. What's Matt doing here? Staying out, is he going in? Stays out. I think it's going to be really close on those last couple of laps. If we don't pick now, we're entirely committed. the pressure is on. Matt is gaining on us. Our tyre is not looking good. And if we push, we will run the risk of wearing into that tyre quicker. Tyre wear, it's got me worried. tyre's gonna last 6 minutes. We can't push. We have Matt right behind us here. Go for a big braking dive here in the hairpin. Oh, we get the crisscross done. Sanitation, how you going, mate? You caught us in the last 5 minutes. Of our 40-minute Fuji race for our GT300 series. Tries, but just pushes the car back a little bit too much and gets the slide in. I dare say he's going to be struggling on tyres like we are. Might be a little bit better off. Front left-hand tyre does not look good at all. Now to cut him past us. Knew it was inevitable. I was trying, I was hopeful. Oh, this is close. Regardless of what happens, I have thoroughly enjoyed this little door-to-door and the mental battle with Matt throughout the race. And ultimately it was a mistake by him that made it even possible to be battling with him. Oh, so we picked up a half-second pen. Just for our cut, trying to be defensive there. Last lap, here we go. We have no front left-hand tyre level. We've got a little bit left, but it's not enough to be able to attack it all, so we just got to hope that the pressure's on Matt to perform now and not cock it up. GG's to Matt here. It looks like he is going to take the victory tonight as our tyre is now gone. GG's Matt, well done. That was a great race. Tried everything I could to defend there at the end. I mean, the half-second penalties were still the deal. Matty, how are you, mate? Snorksy with the double podium for the team. We take second and third. Matt takes first. Man, that was some pressure. I tried to defend for my life against you, Matt. Bloody hell, that was a great race. Oh, how good was that?
Yeah.
I don't feel like one lap down is a fair estimation of how well we did. Do you think it, Stoney and Chip? I don't feel like that was. Yeah, that's.
Yeah, in reality, it was about 30 seconds,
Hey guys,
35
well done.
seconds.
I don't think I'm cool with that.
Jesus, Friday.
A great drive.
On your Friday.
Even though we were
Oh, your
one
stream
lap
at the end, that
down,
was a real close.
Yeah.
we still had a good battle.
Oh, it was fantastic.
Straight up. I
Look
did
forward
have
to seeing you
some.
again next week too, Tyler.
Yeah.
Good to have you back. Yeah, good.
I'm gonna be honest.
nice.
I had a couple of hairy mistakes with Goju as well, but that was an exceptional battle.
Yeah, it was
Oh,
really
yeah. Especially in the first half when there was like 5 or 6 of us all going at once. That was insane.
good. I think I'm actually going to say that Stoney is a better attacker than me, but I think I'm a better defender than Stoney. I think. I'm not sure, but I think.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, like I said, Goju, you're better in corner. I'm more out exit of the corner.
Yeah,
That's
definitely.
that's
I
where
agree completely.
that's where it comes in.
Yeah, you two just seem to accordion the whole race.
I'm
Like,
also I'm also
Yeah.
pretty good at putting myself in a position that's awkward for your exit line.
Yeah, like a few of them. Not gonna lie,
Yeah.
but that defending is nothing. That's pretty good.
Yeah. There was
Next
one
week
point where I was
is
a millisecond off the fastest lap. It was wild.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, does anyone think that GT500s have had this much fun? Because I fucking
No.
don't.
No.
I bet
I
they
think they're
have.
too fast to race closely,
I
I reckon.
said during the race,
Yeah, that too.
I said during the race, I wonder if they had the same amount of battles as we
No.
have.
Is no, it's not.
The,
Yeah. Hmm.
What's next?
Yeah. Have a good one, bud.
yeah.
Yeah.
No worries, you two.
Okay,
Glad to
Jesus,
see you
guys.
around.
Tyler, have you had a look at Friday's Wednesday night series? Yeah, Black Friday. He has a Wednesday night series
Friday's
on.
Wednesday.
Yeah, true.
That's all right. It's all right. Wanted to make sure you know he's got his series on Wednesday night. Great series. Crowns. It'll be excellent. Yeah.
Alright, guys. Gonna jump off as
See you,
well.
man.
Ciao, ciao.
Thanks for the races.
See you, mate.
See ya.
I'll get the replay up to come back. Yeah, cheers, man.
Ciao, ciao.
Later.
Guys.
Goddamn Friday. That race at the end was off its face.
I can't wait to watch it, actually.
I tried to defend and defend and defend, and then when you got me the first time in those last couple of laps, I was like, oh, he's going to get away with it, but I got the switchback on you onto the straight, so I was like,
Yeah.
oh no, it's going to
And
happen.
then the next lap, I was like, I'm just going to park it here.
What was your front tire like?
Dead.
Yeah,
Just about dead.
my front left had like a pixel left on it at the end of that race.
Yeah, I had about a pixel left. I think we're literally
Yeah, I
like neck
reckon-
and neck on tyres.
Yeah.
I reckon if I wasn't a helmet, I would have gained about 4 or 5 seconds in the last couple of laps, but I was a helmet, so it's fine.
That's alright. I couldn't believe
Yeah,
it. I lost
exactly.
it in the last corner. I put a tyre on the grass and killed like a 5-second lead. I was like, no.
Yeah, I was so happy when you did that. I was like, no, you made a mistake.
I know, it doesn't happen often anymore. I used to do it all the time.
I just want to point out Stoney did like dive bomb me fucking 2 times. Like absolute fuck clangers.
Dude, I tried to send it around the outside of Friday in the T1 and the rears just locked. And I was like, no. It was bad.
Like they were just dead set. Stoney's like, he was lining up and like, oh fuck. It was this dive bomb coming from a mile off, and I was just looking on, what are you even doing? Like, where is this gonna end? And of course, it ended exactly
Yeah.
it's gonna end. And then this other one, he was like off the track, like just off the track, thinking he was going to come back on it and overtake. I was like, I'm not going to yield. You're actually off the track. Like what?
Fucking hell.
It's just the first, I don't know what you'd call it. It's that first right-hander before it turns left and right towards the last corner. But the first right-hander.
Oh, that little sharp
Then
one.
when it
After the
then when it goes uphill, like it's got that left-hand turn up to the left. He was on the left-hand side of that, like off the track. He was completely off the track. Like I looked and went, where's this? Like, yeah. Yeah, that's exactly what I meant by that spray. That was a fucking unreal race, man.
Oh, that was a great race.
Yeah.
I am
Like, that's better than
sweating.
that shit race on a Friday.
Sounds like everyone had a really good race up and down the grid.
I'd be taking that GR4 rubbish off your rear window.
The
This
RX-7
guy's
Cup
mouth
FC
there.
versus FD.
Look, I've spoken to Giffo today about the next series after this, and I think you'll all be very happy with it. Just see, there's some details to iron out, but I think you'll be very happy with the series after this.
I'll need a tune.
Actually, I noticed Shardy was in. I will probably flick him one of my tunes for the FD. He was in the FD. Yeah, I'll flick it to him. He's certainly putting in a lot of effort, and he's definitely improving. So I reckon if we
Yeah,
fling him a
sure.
tune, it'd be good to get him moving on. Yeah, oh, look, I've got a tune that's a bit lighter, and I've got a tune that's got a bit more power. Yeah, that I'll alternate between tracks. So that one that I ran tonight is 1162 kilos and 295.
Yeah, right. Wow.
Yeah.
I had 1150, but I only had 285, so
Yeah,
I got a
so
bit
I've got
stronger
another
through
one
some of the
that's
corners.
like that, and that's the lighter one that I've got. The one thing I'll say is that other one, the lighter one, I probably could have no-stopped it.
Yeah,
Which is
fair.
probably what you wanted, I reckon.
Yeah, nah, I wouldn't have made it, I think.
I
I
mean,
made it- we
no-stopped
made
it
it on a
without it
pixel.
being a major penalty in like lap times. But again,
Yeah.
I'm not at your lap times either. So
Well, you won't
Garrett
that far,
just
I don't
sounds
think.
silly.
Yes, he
Do you get
does.
bonus points for what? You can
Yes, you
have.
do.
Were you also the fastest Kiwi in the lobby? Yeah, right. Nah.
I think you
You
lose
just
points
get
for being
the
a Kiwi, don't
standard
you?
bonus points, you just get a bit of a bragging right over Stony.
Oh, I just want to point out I beat Stanley as well. So do I get bonus points?
No.
Can
Doesn't it,
this is
actually?
this is my lobby, so on the basis that it's mine, I don't want to review Stoney's incidents because they are involved. But if anyone else is watching the replay and wants to give me any feedback on whether they think it's a incident or a racing incident, I'd be happy to hear that feedback.
What lap was it,
Oh, which one?
Sergio?
Yeah,
There's
if
a
you show us
couple.
some footage later, I'll give you my opinion on it.
Yeah, righto.
I think the FDs and the FCs were closer than I thought they were going to be, to be honest.
Oh,
Like,
they-
They're
think-
if
pretty
you no
close.
stopped, I think it would have been pretty close.
Yeah, I think it's interesting. I think we used a lot of time like fighting.
Mm.
And
yeah.
like we actually lost a lot of time because we were just fighting. And
Well, there was a massive
like,
gap to the
at-
field. Like,
yeah, at one stage there was a group of 4 cars in front of me that were like really
Yeah, almost
moving
4
around.
wide.
And I was quite deliberately sitting like 7/10 behind it, just going, I'm not getting involved in that mess. I'm just gonna wait
I kept
and
on
see
saying,
how long before like the bowling ball goes through the middle of I was seriously just waiting, going, Stoney's not going to cope with this in a minute, and he's just going to go straight through everyone. I'll just wait.
I was just trying to, battling or whatever, praying that I wasn't going to be either the bowling ball or one of the pins. You know how it is.
Mm-hmm.
I saw that.
I thought
Yeah.
the third FC I saw it hit third. I'm like, oh, it should break away now. And then all of a sudden, it was chucked back down to fifth. I was like, fuck, the FDs are just swamping the poor bastard.
Oh yeah, they were unbelievable.
Yeah.
Because like the FC, as soon as you get a straight, you just instantly break away by like 4 or 5 tenths,
Yeah,
and it's just
exactly.
there's fuck all slip
Yeah.
Yeah,
against other FCs though. I couldn't get anything on Friday in the slip unless I was like
but
on his backside.
it's
Yeah.
funny,
I'll be back in a minute.
because the thing that I noticed about the FCs is they're not fast at the beginning of the straight, but fuck, about halfway down the straight, they
Yeah,
just
they
seem
just
to wake
drag
up
off.
and they're off. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, that's the one I gave you, isn't it? Oh, it would be. Just admit it. Listen, nah, just admit it. You know, I can't. I
See,
can't believe you won't give
we
me
talked
credit
you
for the
into it,
winning
didn't we,
tune.
Nak?
The car's great.
Yeah, it was the other
He's
night.
he's got a magnificent tune going for the Mustang. Because the Mustang for the
Oh,
Seeing that today, it
81
seems like
lapper.
everyone's struggling with it.
Yeah, I think about
Yeah.
3.5, 4 hours of attempting to fix its problem.
I seriously cannot believe I've managed to do a 203 in the Camaro.
I don't know, but I've swapped to the Camaro now. I've done like 3 laps in it, and it's the problem's gone. So I'm going to go with this car instead.
I don't. You can't do that, can you? You've registered for the event against the driver. Yeah,
Hold
I
on,
don't
I
know about
asked
that.
Giffo to swap. Giffo allowed me to swap. If you've got a problem with it, take it up with Giffo.
What Giffo said, fuck that guy. Isn't that how it goes, Knoxville? How do you say it? Where's he gone? He's normally pretty good on a fuck that guy. Knoxville. He's a mission. Righto. See you, dude.
Ciao.
Bye.
see, mate.
Tell you what, Friday, you had a glorious view of my spin.
I
Little
just
yellow
came around
spinning
the
top.
corner and you were facing the wrong way. And you hear me on stream, got all excited. I'm like, ooh, ooh, yes, 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 yes.
How
Yeah, I was
many
the
did you
opposite.
have
I was
in your
like,
stream, man?
oh
You get
man.
many in?
Between 6 and 10, I've just loaded up the GT500 replay, so I'm going to watch that soon on stream.
So you're not currently on stream, or you are?
No, I am on stream.
Okay. I wasn't sure about that. Is your series open this week?
I thought it was next week, but I'll have a look.
You're supposed to know this, man.
Yeah, I am. September 25, yeah, so it starts this week.
Oh, I wish I hadn't said anything. It just turned up.
I mean, I would have been there for another practice session anyway, because there was a few there last week, so shown up and everyone would have been like, we're racing, aren't we? And I would have had one of the other tracks loaded up going, test in June.
Knuckles got second, apparently, in GT500.
God, that lap 21 move was fucking gorgeous.
The one you made.
Yeah, I love it. Shame it didn't stick.
No, I'm definitely going to have to go back and have a proper look at that last 10 minutes, especially.
Oh, it's unreal. Because lap 21's the one I try to get under you the second time and I block it on the apex. Like, such a nice flick. But and we're both on no tire. Like, the tires are dead set, even.
Oh, okay. Because I thought
Like,
it
you've
felt like
probably
you were
got, like,
quicker through the right-hand corner, so I naturally assumed you had slightly better tyre than me. So
yeah.
I'm
I've
trying to
got maybe
nurse
like a
the
pixel
tyre.
better on each tire. I've also got quite a lot less fuel than
You're
you
right
as
there,
well.
Chib. Mhm. No, but I've got to be honest, I thought a racing series in those cars could be a bit of fun.
Oh, it will be.
Actually, that suggestion that Chib made today, the Honda S660 with the fucking engine
Yeah.
out of the Honda 2 and 4 in it. That sounds interesting. Can you wide body those little fuckers? Yeah, right. That's that does sounded that does hang on. So what you're saying is change your event settings to let you do whatever you like. Yeah, I can probably be talked into that.
There are so many interesting engine swap options in the game.
Alright, fellas, I'm off to go watch some TV. I'll, see you later, no doubt.
Good drive, Matt.
No worries,
Thank you,
Good to
brother.
see you.
BG's.
Ciao, 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 ciao.
Yeah. Uh, fuck that guy. Uh, how about now?
Alright, just give me a couple of minutes, guys, and we will start checking out this replay of the GT500s. As you probably heard in party chat, I don't know whose voice sharing was on and wasn't, but I believe it was great racing up and down the entire field. Everyone was talking about some battles that they had, and that was very nice to hear that pretty much everyone had a great race. So yeah, we'll just give me a couple of moments and we'll hook into the replay of the GT500s. Right, here we go. This is round 2 for the GT500 category, which runs at the same time as the 300s. We've got 2 lobbies, and this was the one that we're not in. So we had Steve-O get pole, followed by Nux, then Ando, Good Vibes, Giffo, Brucey, McNova, and Senna. It's your 8 runners this week. 40 minutes here, we're just on with Steve-O here as the lights are going for their rolling start. We'll drop back here to Nux. Just watch them, the rolling start. Should be no issues through here into turn 1. Steve-O gets through first with Nux in second, Ando maintains third. Looks like Good Vibes, Giffo and Ando nice and close together here as they come into turn 2. Nice little 3-car scrap here to begin with. It looks like Steve-O and Nux have gotten a little bit of a gap over here. Giffo and Good Vibes are essentially side by side, and now Giffo's side by side with Ando here, so Giffo's had an amazing exit there. Look at this nice little opening lap battle here. Giffo gets the move done, positions himself up into 3rd place. Good Vibes, bit of an overlap there on Ando, nowhere to make the move, so he drops back a little bit here. But Giffo's got him past Ando here on the opening lap. That could be crucial later on. We will see Ando in one of the Skylines as well, so he's in the 4-wheel drive, as well as Nux ahead. He is also in another model of Skyline in 4-wheel drive. So they tend to burn through their front tyres pretty quickly. So first lap has been run and done. Now we'll go through the order here. So we have, keyboard's not working because it's on replay. We've got Steve-O here with Nux all up on the back of him there. And we've got Giffo in 3rd, Ando 4th, Vibes in 5th, Brucey 6th, Senna in 8th, and McNova bringing up the rear there. Battles everywhere. We've got a battle here at the back for not last between Senna and McNova. As we can see, Steve-O got a bit of a lead here on Nux at the moment, a little bit of variation in tyres and fuel. But we are only halfway through the 2nd lap, and then a little bit back is Giffo, who's got a little bit of a lead on Ando now, who still has Good Vibes all over the back of him here. So still got some pressure here. Got Brucey sitting just behind this pack in 6th, and then you go back, McNova's made his way around the centre there to bring himself up into 7th. Go on board with Vibes here as he's chasing Ando down. Vibes here is in the Lamborghini, common choice. And we'll just stick here with Vibes for a lap around Fuji so you can see what the drivers are seeing at the moment. Potential move there into turn 1, puts the pressure on, doesn't complete the move though, just letting Ando know he's there. Looks like Giffo's lost a little bit of that lead that he had ahead of Ando here after he got past him. Vibes, a bit of a push to pass potentially, gets the move done down the inside. Was there, not sure what's going to, if the stewards are going to say anything about it or not. Looks like it's not over yet. Back to Ando now. As Vibes just got past him, and they've still both closed in on Giffo here. So Ando looks like he's really trying to nurse those front tyres as much as possible. Being in the Skyline, I was expecting them to be even more worn than that. But as you can see, he is struggling. Just to keep that little bit of pace there. He did qualify in third, and he's had both Giffo and Vibes overtake him. But that is a lap of Fuji here, folks. So we'll go back up the front and go through the field now. We are on the fourth lap with Steve-O, still got a lead over Nux here, and then a few seconds down the field you've got Giffo with Vibes already on the back of him. And Ando, who would just watch those two boys get past here after the start of the race. Brucey just hanging around there in 6th position. You've got McNova there still in 7th. Senna a little bit behind them to round out the grid. Steve-O's doing very well here. It looks like he's conserving very well. Potentially going for a one-stop strategy. I'm just having a look at the fuel usage. While the tyre usage looks really good, the fuel usage is going to definitely bring them in for a pit stop here. We are about 5 minutes in. They've used about a quarter of a tank here, so he's definitely going to have to pit, which means it's going to be a 1 or a 2 stop race depending on tyre wear, and it looks like he's very well for his tyre wear there. As we go back, Nux is now over a second behind. Front left-hand tyres struggling quite a bit more here, so we could see potential early pit stop, tyre save, and onto the mediums. Hey Qantas, how you going, mate? We're just clicking on the replay of the GT500 series that just happened not too long ago. We've just done the 300 series and we've jumped over to the 500 series to watch the replay. We've got Steve-O in the lead from Nux here, who's suffering a little bit from that front left-hand tyre. Degrading a bit, the curse of the Skyline. And then a few seconds down the road here, you got Vibes who's looking at making a move on Giffo here, down the outside, but down the inside here. Sends it Giffo, potential switchback manoeuvre. Vibes closes the door on that, so well done. Ando's still lurking around in the background here from these guys. He's doing very well on his tyre wear as well, actually, so much better than the Skyline ahead in the R33. Brucey still in 6th, very, very good on his tyres. McNova's doing well, and you've got Senna who's on the medium compound. That's interesting. I think it's a mandatory soft with mediums optional, so we could see him come in for a softer compound after. Steve-O up ahead has just picked up a half-second penalty. It looks like he's got a gap of about a 1.5 seconds behind, so he should be safe to Nux. That'll definitely inspire Knuckles just behind to put the foot down a little bit more potentially and try and reel in that gap a bit. See, Steve-O still maintains that lead there. Nux does close in quite a bit just behind. He's probably brought that gap down to thereabouts of a second, 1.2. So now that he's got a better view of Steve-O, will that inspire him to get up there a little bit more? He's really suffering on his tyre. It's a curse of a Skyline, but compared to Ando, behind Ando's doing very well, especially for being a Skyline, who's doing better than Giffo behind him, who's got better tyres, so that means Ando's gotten up to 4th, because Giffo is now back in 5th here. So a potential mistake there from Giffo. His last lap was a 42. Giffo here, Steve-O's team is coming 1st and 5th in the race at the moment. He's got Brucey not too far behind him in 6th, who is much, much better on his tyre wear. That's a important part of the update as well, is that there's a drop-off point on all the tyre compounds, and it's better to keep your tyre from getting to that drop-off point for as long as possible instead of absolute raw pace here. So you'll find Brucey's sitting here in 6th, but he's a potential threat for that top 5 because he's always very strong at the end of the race because of great tyre and fuel management. We see him get up there tonight, who knows. Just behind here you've got McNova and then Senna down the back, a couple of corners off McNova ahead of him, but he is on the medium compound here, the only Ferrari that we can see on the field. So Nux is still keeping an eye on Steve-O here. He hasn't let him get away too much. He's in a prime position if Steve-O does make a mistake. But I am just a little bit worried about that front left-hand tyre wear, not for Steve-O here, but for Nux. Behind. He's used just over half that available tyre now is gone. It's only the front left though, the rest of the tyres looking really, really good. Can he potentially make a move here for first, or will he be restricted by that front tyre wear? Vibes behind in 3rd, a few seconds off the pack here. You've got Ando back and forth, Giffo in 5th, and there's Brucey there in 6th, not too far behind these guys. Have a lap here with Brucey for a moment. So we're coming up to the 12-minute mark of the race. Should be a few more laps and we might start seeing some pit strategy happen. Just on board here in the Lamborghini. Very good on that tyre wear. See Nux come into the pits now. So promotes all the boys up a position here as we see Good Vibes go to 2nd, Ando go to 3rd, Giffo go to 4th. That'll put Brucey up to 5th for now. So only 13 minutes in. I dare say this will be a top up a set of mediums and off until the end of the race. There you go, he comes out there behind McNova. So shuffles out not too far behind McNova here. It's the first of the pit stoppers opting to take that medium tyre. He's ahead of Senna, who did start on the medium tyre. Steve-O out to a very comfortable lead right now. Has not pit yet. More than likely pit in the next 5 to 10 minutes. Take a set of tyres, quick splash of fuel, and make his way to the end. You've got good vibes there in second place at the moment. Ando rounding out your podium positions so far. That front left-hand tyre is looking a bit worse for wear, but nothing like Nux was looking like. Behind in fourth, and he's suffering with that front left-hand tyre as well now. Get a bit dicey. Brucey has not let him out of his sight. Brucey is still there. So we've got the last few lap times there from Giffo are 139s. In the mid 139s there. Oh, Brucey as well. A low 139 to high 139s. So very even on pace during this stage of the race. Brucey with half a tank of fuel at the moment. Very good tyre wear. Giffo ahead's used a touch more fuel and a lot more of that front left. So we go back and Nux is starting to creep up onto the back of McNova here, who was on the racing soft. Just under half a tank of fuel, sitting in 6th. And first to the pit stop is Nux is behind him though in 7th place. McNova yet to pit. Almost at the halfway point of the race right now. McNova struggling on his lap times there, a couple of 41s mixed in with 140s. You've got Nux behind at the moment, who has pit, so this will be his first proper flying lap since pitting. But he is definitely catching up to the back of him here, really utilising that four-wheel drive. Oh! Nux goes for a bit of a actual four-wheel drive there. Be lucky if he doesn't get a penalty. Yeah, the car biting, maybe a lot of torque towards the rear to compensate for those front tyres. So he looks to reset and catch back up there. He was on to have a go at McNova and get up there into 6th, but unfortunately made that mistake, that error that we just caught on camera. And it looks like the two closest battles on track at the moment is Brucey chasing down Giffo. It looks like Giffo's potentially made up maybe another half-second gain, and Brucey's still trying to catch him here. And then you've got Nux catching up to the back of McNova here, which is the closest battle on track just. Nux trying to utilise an undercut strategy due to the front tyre wear nature of the GTR. About at that 18-minute mark of the race, we've got Steve-O coming around to start everyone off on lap 12 here. He's the first one to get on the lap 12, so we could potentially start seeing more people pit at the moment. Giffo in the pits. Nux has made his way up into 6th place at the moment, but Giffo is in the pits. 34 litres of fuel left. Those soft tyres are looking a bit worse for wear. Going for an undercut here potentially. Will we see him go to the mediums, or will he come back out on the softs and hope that the lower fuel load is a lower tyre deck? McNova's also in the pits, not far behind. The Revolution race gear Porsche takes a fresh set of boots and a little bit of juice, and off she goes. McNova drops all the way to the back and he picks up a 3-second pen there. So it'll be a pit lane infringement. Unfortunate penalty. Senna is up in 7th. You've got Giffo now in 6th after pitting. He's come out on the racing soft, so I dare say he's going for the option of that lighter fuel load equals a little bit longer tyre life on that racing soft tyre. Nux is ahead of him on the mediums here, trying to get back into rhythm after an earlier mistake. We've got Steve-O in the pits now as well. Brucey is doing very well still on his tyres and his fuel. Looks like he's going to circulate again as we've got the top 3 in. So you've got Steve-O in now, taking his medicine, taking his pits. They drop him, they start putting the fuel in. Vibes now pulls into the pit box. Steve-O's going to jump out. Brucey has taken the lead from not pitting. And Ando as well is in. He's taking some tyres. Will we see mediums or is he going to stay on the softs? He does not take a lot of fuel. He takes a little bit less fuel than Vibes ahead of him. And comes out on the racing softs, and Vibes is on the racing softs. Nux is up there on the mediums. So Steve-O opened up the lead a little bit over Nux, but Nux hasn't really lost out on too much time there on Steve-O. I thought Nux would be a little bit further behind than that. Vibes is there in 4th, Ando is in 5th, and my big question mark is where is Brucey going to come out of all of this? He's done very well to manage his tyre and fuel wear to potentially get an overcut done here on the rest of the field. We are just over halfway done. We do have 19 minutes remaining on this race. And it looks like it's Steve-O's going to have the lead after the pit cycle here, pending any mistakes. Brucey's just coming around the last corner now. You've got Steve-O there in the background, dare say about 4 or 5 seconds behind. Brucey's coming over to the side of the track where the pits are. I dare say we'll see him come in. Let's stay on with him as he comes into the pit here and see where he comes out. He was not too far behind Giffo for a while, started dropping back, so let's see if he's managed to get a jump on Giffo or not. Steve-O retakes the lead, Nux retakes second. Good Vibes is going past, so is Ando. The tyres are now off. Fresh set is on for Brucey. Dare say he's gone back onto the softs. Giffo now goes past. Senna just gets past as well, so Senna has not pit yet. Senna is going to have to pit soon, I dare say, because I believe the soft is the required tyre and the medium is the optional one. So our lead is back with Steve-O here. Then you've got Nux possibly about, we'll find out. Close to 10 seconds down the road. Then you've got Good Vibes about 5 seconds behind, about a second and a half behind him is Ando there in 4th, looking very strong candidate for a podium position here. He's managing to make that racing soft last a lot better than what Nux is in the sister Skyline up ahead. Giffo back in 5th, he's got a bit of room around him now as you've got Senna there in 6th, Brucey well back here in 7th, so Brucey's lost out a lot on Giffo. Senna, what's Senna going to do? When's he going to pit? The bright red Ferrari there, what other colour would a Ferrari be? Will we see Senna pit this lap? No, it looks like he's going around again. McNova bringing up the rear at the moment in 8th place. So your battles at the moment is Ando chasing down Good Vibes, and you've got Brucey on the back of Senna here at the moment, so we'll just go on with Brucey. And as he chases down Senna ahead of him. Senna still to pit. He's not going to make it home on that fuel. He's going to have to come in for a set of soft tyres and a splash of fuel. It's going to put him down the order. Senna runs deep, that allows Brucey to get by here. Brucey takes back 6th position over Senna. Senna ran deep into that little hairpin just before this last sector here at the end of the lap. So we'll go back up and see if Ando's made any inroads here on vibes. Looks like not. He does his best lap of the race there. 38.582 from Ando. The fastest lap belongs to Steve-O of a 37.199. A 45 point, a high 45 was the time to beat. Fastest lap wise in the GT300 lobby earlier. As Senna's now in for his pit stop. Everyone's kind of spread out, doing what they can to survive to the end of the race here. Now we've got Senna taking off those medium tyres. I dare say he's got to put those softs on. Ferrari requires a bit of a drink. And off he goes. So he's come out on that racing soft tyre now. Fueled up to the end of the race. It's full send home. He goes very deep into turn 1 there. It's always very confusing finishing a stint and then coming back out, having to take corners slightly slower, especially taking turn 1 when not at speed. Steve-O, big lead here. Coming into the last third of the race almost, he has a 10-second lead over Nux at the moment. Nux has got about a 5-second lead over Vibes, who's got, give or take, about 2 seconds to Ando behind him. So the podium positions aren't fully sorted yet. Pending any mistakes, Steve-O has gotten out to a big enough lead to just bring it home. Nux is trying to catch him, but being on a medium compound tyre and dealing with that front tyre wear issue that comes naturally with a Skyline. It's going to be the issue here. He's just got to get it home and take the podium position. He's done very, very well. Behind you've got Vibes currently in 3rd position with Ando not too far behind in 4th. And a few seconds down the road from these guys is Giffo in 5th spot. We've got Brucey in 6th after being in touch with the top 5, leading the race for a lap when everyone did their pit strategies at different times. Sitting in a comfortable 6th position, and then well back from him is Senna. McNova's come in the pits, he's come in the intermediates. He's come and taken intermediates. The wipers are on. Is there rain? We're spicing this race up, because if there's rain, that brings Nux into the equation. Steve-O's gone around again. He has not hit his jump on board. The wipers are on. There is rain coming. Steve-O goes purple here. Bowser, how you going, mate? Welcome in. Last 10 minutes there, say, of the replay of the GT500 race. Just noticed there's a bit of a sprinkle on track. The wipers are on for the boys. We're just on here with Steve-O as he leads the race. We've seen McNova, who is in last place. He's taken a set of intermediate tyres. So is it a big brain moment here, as we do see the sprinkles on the track? The rain gauge is not showing anything though. So we've got Nux here in second. If it does start raining, he's in a great spot. Full drive system in the skyline. Definitely going to aid his run into that first position here. Good Vibes still maintaining third at the moment. Ando not able to quite catch up to him. But the same thing, if they have to pit, both have to pit for wet tyres, Ando could be on here as we start seeing the rain gauge go up. There is more rain falling on track. So we go back down the field. Giffo at the moment in 5th spot. You've got Brucey not too far behind in 6th, and then a fair bit back is Senna. You've got McNova at the moment on a set of intermediates. It's a bit early for it. I think he might have thought the rain was coming down a bit quicker than what it was. Just starting to get shown some blue flags. Let it be known that the leader is not too far behind. And when the leader does catch up, he will have to yield. So we see him just kind of sit out of the way here and let Steve-O go past. Steve-O now has lapped McNova in 8th spot at the moment. McNova did pit for a set of intermediates. Don't see much more rain happening. Moisture meter says it's dry, so it was just a sprinkle, just a threat, nothing major. I would have spiced up the last 10 minutes of the race, but it hasn't happened. I'm just having a look. All the wipers are off. Not quite able to catch up to Vibes here, but Vibes has made inroads into Nux ahead. Nux is on the medium compound though. He's the only top runner on a medium. Everyone else has really opted for the soft tyres except for Senna. Senna was on a medium tyre to begin with. He is now on the racing softs. Ando's dropped off the back of Vibes a little bit. Vibes caught up to the back of Nux a little bit here. So we could see a threat for that second position for Vibes. Nux second is not entirely safe as we've got 8 minutes remaining here. Got McNova being blue flag, just getting out of the way of Nux here, and just casually let the other guys through, not impeding. So it's like McNova's just let Good Vibes through here. Ando will be the next one to get ahead of him. But Vibes is definitely catching up to the back of Nux here. McNova's just jumped out of the way of Ando there as well. Let him through. McNova's going to come in. He made an obvious, not right at the moment, strategy call, but in the moment thought it could potentially have a bit of a downpour, and the second he saw rain came in, took those intermediate tyres, and it just hasn't paid off. But sometimes you've got to risk it for the biscuit, don't you? Vibes has made some more inroads into Nux here. He's caught up a little bit more. So we'll go through your order once again. You've got Sneaky Steve-O in first place, then Nux in second, on with Good Vibes here at the moment, who is chasing down Nux. He is in third, Ando in fourth, not too far behind, and we've got Giffo, probably another 7 or 8 maybe even 10 seconds down the road from those guys. Brucey a little bit back from them. McNova's come out, copped another 3-second pit lane penalty. So not the greatest from him here. You're not happy about that pen. Senna in 7th, just starting his 21st lap, as we've got Steve-O just finishing his 21st lap. 5 minutes remain here. He's got a nice commanding lead over the others here as we see him come down into turn 1. I dare say thereabouts a 15-second lead over Nux here, who's got a few seconds down the road. His good vibes catching and catching. Nux will be watching that time delta drop. He'll start sweating very soon if vibes can really put some pressure on and get a couple of good laps here towards the end. Dare say we've got about 3 laps remaining, a possible 4th for Steve-O, but I think these guys have only got about 3 laps to go. So Vibes is definitely not that far off Nux now. Ando's back a bit. If either of these guys make a big enough mistake, Ando's there to mop it up. He's also done very well only utilising the soft tyre in the Skyline, unlike Nux ahead, who's had to use the racing mediums, although that is working for him. Get to that crossover point potentially soon where the softs start dying off and the mediums will start coming on as the better tyre choice. At the end of the race, as Vibes is potentially now like a second, maybe 2 seconds behind, when not too long ago he was 5 seconds plus. Slowly getting closer and closer to Nux here. We have 3 minutes remaining. Maybe these guys will get that extra lap. This is your closest battle on track at the moment. We'll just go through the order with you one last time before the end of the race. You got Steve-O here with a commanding lead. One-stop strategy, which I think everyone's done, able to utilise good tyre wear on those soft tyres and a quick car to give himself the best possible chance for the win here. You've got Nux down in second, who's getting some pressure from behind from Vibes. Nux is on the racing medium tyre, not able to utilise a long tyre life on the softs. He's making the mediums work for him very well. Vibes behind has only used the racing soft tyre in his race, but slowly catching up to Nux here. I'm not sure of whether he's going to be able to get the move done. It's only a couple of minutes left. Ando's now a couple of seconds down the road from this battle ahead. Just doing what he can to make the end of the race. He's in 4th position. He's only used the racing soft, unlike the sister car ahead who used the racing medium, the bigger Skyline. Just coming around onto the straight. Steve-O's teammates, so we've got Steve-O and Giffo, the teammates, in 1st and 5th. Giffo's running on a very low fuel number at the moment. His fuel's flashing at him, telling him to forget about me, I'm about to run out. But it looks like he's only got 1 lap remaining at the moment. Brucey there in the background, very good on his tyres at the moment. He's got probably a little bit more fuel than he needed. But doesn't have to stress or worry about it at all. He's not that far behind him, pending Giffo has a mistake. We've got Senna there in 7th place. We've got McNova in 8th after trying to take a gamble on the wet weather moving past. But unfortunately moved past and hit. So as he sets his fastest lap of the race here on a fresh set of softs and no fuel, so he could potentially be going for a fastest lap bonus point this last lap if he nails it and gets it right. But Steve here coming to complete lap number 24, so he's going to get 25 laps in. So we just watch him cross the line with 15 seconds before they start waving the flags. It's a 40-minute timed race here tonight, so we'll see Nux get an extra lap. So he goes over the line now. That means that potentially Good Vibes might not get that extra lap. So Good Vibes will finish in 3rd position. Nux potentially saved by the flag there as Ando comes home in 4th with a very good drive. As Giffo comes home in 5th position, suffering on the tyre wear a little bit, potentially nursing the car home on a very light fuel load at the end. Well done. Brucey in 6th spot after looking at like a threat to the top 5 and being in distance to take advantage of a mistake that entire race. Comes home in 6th. And you've got McNova, who's going to finish ahead of Senna, but behind in positions here. His gamble did not work out for the intermediate tyre at all. Well done everyone for completing that race. 25 laps from 1st and 2nd here in Stevo and Nux, and 24 laps for the rest of them as we see Senna come across the line now, and Stevo in the background coming to finish his final lap. So victory laps for Stevo and Nux. Well done. Stevo takes the fastest lap of the race still with a 1:37.199, which stood for a lot of that race. And well done to Nux there, who's managed to make a long stint on the medium tyre work well for him. It's a good race by the boys. Wasn't much door-to-door action throughout that race. There was a couple of great battles there, and then everyone kind of settled into their own rhythm, and we found Vibes and Brucey on a bit of a chase down mission, and both of them just didn't get there quite at the end. That was the GT500 race. We raced in the GT300s, and we just watched the 500s then. So you've got the 500s in Giffo's lobby and the 300s in Goju's lobby. 300s was such a blast, man. I even just want to put the 300 race on to watch myself. Yeah, and it's the same in the 300 category as well, the GT300s, because you've got the Mazda duo as the meta. The FD is very good and very strong, and the FC is very quick. So you find those two dominators. You can see we're in the FC. But yeah, I want to go check out the replay of our race. Alright, so we had Matt with pole position, ourselves in 2nd, Tyler was in 3rd, Stoney in 4th, Mackie 5th, Snorksy in 6th, Goju 7th, Chibi in 8th, and then Shardy, and you've got to be joking to round out the back of the grid here. But it was Matt that led us in to the start of the race. We'll jump back on here to Tyler because it looked like there was an epic battle going on back here after the start of the race. So me and Matt ahead just tended to skip away. Yeah, it's Rotorfest. In our practice that we did here with a couple of the boys earlier, a little late last week. Excuse me. In our practice that we did, the FD is very, very quick here, and the FC is just absolute weapon down the straight. So everyone's nice and close. You've got Matt in the lead with myself putting some pressure on, trying to keep up with him. Then we've got Tyler in third with Stoney giving him some pressure, and then Naki in fifth with Snorksy giving him some pressure, and then Chibi in 8th is also on the back of Goju. Stoney's making a move here on Tyler. So just hear some tyre squeal there. Yeah, Stoney trying on Tyler here. We'll go on, we'll have a look. You can see the difference. As the FC is accelerating here, that it just pulls away even in slip. Stoney gets some move done here. Tyler gets a bit loose. Stoney gets an inside move done there, and these guys get held up by Tyler getting loose. Funny thing is, Nakity and Snorks are in a very similar livery, but they're not teammates. Snorks is our teammate. Snorks and Nakity are starting to get into it a little bit too. Snorks with a crisscross here. The bastard's totally a livery. Good inside move there on Nakity. Yeah, well, Nakity didn't do the last round either. He jumped in a practice session with Goju and myself. Oh yeah, you were there too. Yeah, his looks. Oh, they've got a bit of differences on them, but they both look the same, don't they? So Tyler here under threat by you. How's that FC in a straight line? Stoney moves out of the way, he serves his pen that promoted Tyler back up to third. That's it. Yours is a bespoke juice delivery. The difference is Nakity downloaded his own. Made the Japanese juice logo from scratch and everything. It's got seductive detailing on there, I can see that. And Stoney gets a bit loose behind, but look at this. there's like 4 cars here, all wanting a piece of third position. So Tyler will keep his run of third into turn 1 with the FC's power, but there's a train of FDs just behind. Stoney with a deep dive there and getting knackety. Very well done by him. Goju sitting in 7th, watching all of this unfold, and we go back Chibis, watching this battle pack ahead, trying to get involved, just can't. There's one of only 2 Nissans in this race, the rest of us are Mazdas. Got Shardy in the RX-7 not far behind, very, very good on his tyres though. You gotta be joking, is there in 10th, keeping up with Shardy. Just gets a bit of corner entry oversteer as we go through the grid. I've just picked up a half-second penalty behind Matt here. This is I've just dropped out of his slipstream from making a few little mistakes, and now this pen means he gets away, but later on in the race we come back together. Look, just behind here, look at this, you've got Tyler with Snorksy all over the back. You hate the R31's rear spoiler. Everything. It's just holding you up and you're doing everything in your power. Hoping you do anything in your power to find a way past. Yeah, unfortunately, when you do get a good run on the FC down this straight, it's just negated by the fact that it's just quicker at the end. It's hard to get past that FC here, but you've managed to do it. You've managed to get past Tyler. Will he let you have the next corner though? With that side by side. Still side by side. Knackety's made it 3 wide. Stoney wants to make it 4 wide. Snorksy gets through there. Stoney also potentially taking advantage of the situation. Tyler having to do some very heavy defending at the moment. Stoney gets around the outside. Look at this. Knackety's now all over the back of Tyler here. This is where the differences between the 2 Mazdas are, is that FD under brakes, mid-corner. Everything until the corner exit, it's better at, but from corner exit up until the next corner, that FC's just got the balls. Snorksy now up to third with Stoney, Tyler and Knackety fighting behind to keep up and fighting amongst themselves. There's a wacky move from you there. No, it was all good, you got through. Stoney indicated to go into the pits there and then stayed out. So what I'm interested in is Tyler here and Knackety having a drag race. So Knackety goes very deep under brakes there. Manages to save it from spinning out or anything, but costs him a good second. Got Goju and Chibi not too far behind these guys. Were you guys chatting in party chat as you were racing about how good it was, or like were you just dead quiet with all of you guys going? As Tyler here's making a move on Snorks, he says Stoney's gotten up to third somehow. Tyler's made a move on Snorks and he's getting the run on Stoney here too, so Tyler with a great exit utilising all that power advantage. The FC has as he gets into Stony there's a bit of contact. Stoney's dropped back there into 5th. Snorksy gets past. Oh, everyone wants 3rd. This is bringing Nackety back into it and potentially Goju just ahead. Tyler is in 3rd place now. That FC very, very quick down the straight. Snorksy, Stoney, Nackety in 4th, 5th and 6th, all within the slipstream, and then Goju just behind these boys in 7th, ready to take advantage of any mistake. Stoney keeps making moves and dropping back. Muted, yeah, I wasn't in, I was in the voice chat. I had a fucking great race though. It's like you guys behind had a great race too. It's allowed us, me and Matt, to open up this gap we had. You see Matt there, and then I'm, 3-4 seconds behind at the moment. Tyler's managed to stretch his legs out here at the 12-minute mark of the race. This Mazda's all fighting. Goju's now right on the back of this battle. It's a no contest for the R31. Oh, Chibi's there, not too far behind. But as far as Tyler's concerned, yeah, it's a bit worse. Shardy's back there in the RX-7 though. How good this battle is you've got Stoney serving a pen. Goju's going to get the move done. Breaks your heart to see that spoiler, yeah. It's the set aero package. Goju now in 6s, inserting himself into the middle of this Mazda 4-way. Stoney with a bit of hip and shoulder with Goju fighting over the last spot in this queue of RX-7s. Chibi's still keeping in touch back here in 8th spot. Shardy, and you've got to be joking down the back. As we can see, Matt's got about a 4 to 5 second lead over myself at the moment. And about 6 seconds down the road, Tyler's just picked up a half-second pen. So it's going to make him a bit vulnerable the next lap on the straight to the Mazdas, the other Mazdas behind, the newer models. So we see Storks, Nackety, Goju and Stoney close in tow. around the time Stoney is exceeding his skills out drinking. Yeah, look, I'm with Stoney here now. These guys had a really good battle last week in round 1. And it looks like they're back on track right near each other again here in round 2. Stoney will have a half-second pen to serve right now, so we'll lose touch a little bit with this group of cars ahead. And Snorks is now up to 3rd. Tyler's served his pen. He's going to drop back there into 5th spot. Nackety gets up into 4th. The not so identical livery cars are now in 3rd and 4th. Can't separate them all race, been right there with each other. You can tell them apart though, so they're not too identical. Tyler's just keeping onto the back here. You've got Goju's dropped off the back a little bit. Stoney suffered from that pen, which has brought Chibi another car closer to Chibi now. So he's got his head down, bum up. He's really trying to make that halfway point of the race. Goju is a great driver now, isn't he? He's doing very well for himself. He's only getting better and better. We'll go through the field as we're coming up to the halfway point. So you've got Matt in the lead here. About half that tyre's gone. You've got us behind, identical numbers except for fuel. He's used a little bit more fuel than us. Snorksy here with Nackety right up his clackety. Got Tyler sitting not too far behind in 5th. So Tyler started this race in 3rd, he's dropped back to 5th. He's still within shot of 3rd spot. Nackety and Goju are having a little bit of a battle between themselves here. Let's go back. You've got Stoney back up to the back of Goju again here. Goju a bit better on his tyres and much better on his fuel wear. Stoney makes an inside move here on Goju, can't quite make it stick low. Stoney down the inside here on Goju too. Makes it stick, makes it work. Goju, I know Goju likes the inside line here on this corner. Sticks it back up past Stoney. Stoney gets a bit of a run there on the outside. Goju tucks him behind, so these boys having a nice little scrap. 4-6 position, Chibi behind in 8th. Looks like he is coming into the pits. Attempting an undercut on the guys ahead. And Stoney still going at it. Goju with an inside move there on Stoney. Stoney attempting to switch back. It's on. We'll see Chibi just come in and take a set of tyres. So the first of the pit stop as Chibi comes out in ninth. You got to be joking. Came in the pits as well. The two Nissans on the same lap. Stoney's picked up a pen. Stoney picks up a pen and Goju's in 6th position now. Just go up there. Watch your pit entry. Okay. We've got Tyler in 5th, just on the back of the battle between Nackety and Snorksy. Just go up ahead. You see, Matt and myself were pretty identical on tyres. We're exactly halfway through the race. I was waiting for him to pit, and I think he was waiting for me to pit as well, because Tyler does pit. So Snorks, Nackety, 3rd and 4th coming around. So we just crossed into the 21st minute of the race. We're just over halfway. Did you guys cross the pit line? Oh, picked up some wall there. Both identical on fuel numbers. Tyler goes around again. Really suffering on that front left-hand tyre. Nackety picked up the wall. Oh, did he get a pen? Alright, as we see, Snorksy. No fuel going in. Same with Nackety. Same with Goju here, I believe. Stoney's taken a splash and dash. Shardy's going to need a splash and dash as well. So the pit lane very, very busy just for this minute. Got to be joking. Managed to jump up into 9th position here. Gets the undercut done on Shardy. Stoney now in 8th spot as Chibi's managed to get the move done around him. Really close to Goju here as well. All these boys have now pitted. These guys are very close. We go up ahead. Nackety's got that 3-second pit lane pen while Snorksy doesn't. So Snorks gets the pressure taken off him. We've got Tyler just up ahead pitting now, so it'll be interesting to see where he comes out in relation to these two. Alright, so Nackety will serve that 3-second pit lane now. Snorksy keeps going. He's going to get heaps of breathing room here on Nack. There's Tyler in this situation as well. Will he take fuel? He's just getting tyres on now. Takes a quick splash of fuel and gets the car out. Looks like he's going to come out right here with Nackety. So Snorks gets away, the pressure's off, he's up in 3rd while Tyler and Nack are having a bit of a side-by-side thing. Tyler's just come out of the pits now, Nackety's just managed to get around him. Oh, well Snorks, you wait till you see this battle up ahead between... Oh, it's kind of missed it, but Matt's made a critical error where we are, I think the lap before, or the, lap or two ago, and we've managed to get past him as he was facing the wrong way around, and then he chases us down from here on out. So in a few laps time it gets very elbows out and spicy from myself. Nothing dirty obviously, but yeah, every trick under the book to try and defend a position. So Snorks has that breathing space. He's got probably a good 4 or 5 seconds behind him to the next two on track, which is Nack and Tyler. Then you got Goju, Stoney and Chibi not too far behind, so Stoney's got him past Chibi there. Chibi was kind of threatening Goju a little bit last we checked in, so these guys are having a nice little scrap. So yeah, definitely good racing all around the grid. You don't mind me rewinding the show? It's nothing. It's he's just picked up some curb and loops the car around, and his 4.5 second lead gone. So that helped spark on a bit of, like, as you can see, our tyre numbers are exactly the same. Yeah, unlucky, unfortunately. Yeah, no, he got it back and we had a nice scrap, and I thought he was doing much better on his tyres, so I was really worried. But no, he's a very, very... I've raced him elsewhere in motor motion and such. We've raced each other in the same division, and he's a very, very intelligent racer. Very smart, very fast. I'm just happy I had a bit of a scrap with him and I held on to him enough to take advantage of a little mistake, because we didn't have a spin or anything like that. So we had a couple of slidey moments and a couple of pens, but that was it. So we've got ourselves in the lead with Matt like a second and 2 seconds, 2.5 seconds back at the moment, Q2. He starts taking a few tenths out every lap, and then we have that last 10 minutes is where it really kicks off. And we've got Snorksy here in third place. A nice buffer a few seconds down the road. You've got Tyler on the back of Nackety here. Goju's back here in 6th spot. Still got Stoney right with him. Chippy's dropped back a little bit and picked up a 1 second pen. Gotta be joking, he's still in 9th after getting the better of Shardy, who was rounding out tonight. So Chippy will serve his pen. I'm definitely carrying more fuel. But our tyre numbers are fucking bang on equal. You gotta remember us two up the top, we haven't pitted yet. We don't pit. But I think my lap times are... Yeah, I've done a couple of 47s in with my 46s, and Matt behind us, besides his mistake lap of the 54, he's just kept it in the 46s. Our race here. Yeah, well, we didn't pit, that was one thing. As you can see, he's just gotten closer and closer to us. Well, I'm just spun out of how exact our tyres are to each other. We've got Snorksy there in third, Knackety in fourth place, and we've got Tyler, the third FC in the grid tonight, sitting in fifth spot after qualifying in third. He's had a back and forth battle with the guys all around him. We've got Goju, who is in sixth spot. Stoney's dropped off the back of Goju a little bit here. He's now under threats from Chibi. Chibi's just sat on the back of this Goju Stoney battle for most of this race. And we have, you got to be joking, the second of our Nissans, and then Shardy, another one of the FDs, so only the Nissan and Mazda brands represented, and then there's the two brands of the RX-7. As we can see here, Matt's just caught up to the back of us. Oh, what am I doing? It's big. Come on, yeah. So yeah, this is it. The final 10 minutes, this is where it all starts to get a bit spicy, and I'm like, fuck, I've got no tyre left, I need to defend. This is where the defense starts. This was the move that kicked it off. Made him think I was going into the pits, and then he's gone, oh, you smart ass. So yeah, I'm like, fuck, how am I going to defend on no tyre? I've just got to get to the end of the race somehow. Both got almost nothing left on our front left. We're definitely out of the optimal range. Our lap times are starting to suffer. Our winner Matt tonight, he's managed to beat us right at the end after he made the mistake and moved himself around and allowed us to get in front. He catches us up here, and I'm just on the hard defense. Spoiler alert. It was a great race by all. Everyone in the party chat afterwards was very happy with it. try and save the tyre as much as possible through that corner. As you can see, it's neck and neck. Europeans don't know how to do Bathurst. Oh yeah, it's the new dailies this week. You see, I just stay in the middle of the track there to be defensive. Means he has to brake. That little, I've just shut the door on him there. As you can see, both our motors are very, very soft as well. He goes for an inside move here. This is where I was like, fuck, I left the door open, he's going to take it. And then we're like, nah, we get the switchback done. Right to the inside of the track. I'm like, nah, I'm having the inside of the next corner, mate. I was thinking that was my last chance of being in front because of my tyre wear. He must have better tyres than me, not knowing that we're identical. It's just overcooked it a little bit there, which just allows us to shut the door again on him. Group 3 on mediums, 5 laps. Game time. Yeah, a lot of the internationals that I speak to call it butt hurts instead of Bathurst. Managed to get back ahead and shut the door on him. And I'm thinking, fuck, I've got no tyre left, I've got no tyre left. It's all that's going through my head is I've got no tyre left. I can't push. All I want to do is try and push and get ahead. Oh yeah, well that's my thing in the dailies now. It's I just have no time of day. If they're gonna if they can dish it, they can take it. So as soon as they do anything like that, I'm straight on it. See, I've just shut the door to the inside move there. I do the same here, I make it look like I'm going for the inside. And then he comes in and he does the whole park it on the apex and gets ahead. That's how he got past me. I'm like, that's not how it's gonna be. It's not how it's gonna be. And that's it, we managed to get ahead again. Still fighting, we've both got identical tyre wear. The only difference is I'm carrying a bit heavier fuel load than him. So I'm just defending, trying to make it work, and right there, see, I cut the corner, bang, half second pound. Yeah, unlucky. I've just gone too early into the corner. Taking our medicine. Tried to minimise the impact it's had on us. Jumped back into that slipstream as soon as possible. So bolted under pressure again. Yeah, mate, that's it. she wrote essentially. It's the last lap of the race now. And that front left tyre's absolutely gone on us. So we're trying to play between third and fourth gear just to get it around that corner. Like a launcher. Yeah, like my Bunnings gaming thing. Mate, I didn't see that as, oh, it's a fold-up chair I've got. I've seen that as the $9 upgrade I needed from the chair I had before. And then unfortunately we pick up a half-second pen there, which drops us down the order, but when you look at it, that's how close it was. After 40 minutes. It was a fucking awesome race all up and down the grid. You had Snorksy as well, our teammate. Juiced Motorsport second and third. Nackety in fourth. We've got Tyler in fifth spot. Goju in sixth with Stoney and Chibi not too far behind in seventh and eighth. You've got to be joking, it's ninth. And Shardy in 10th. And that was that. That was the race. It was great racing tonight by everyone. Battles up and down the grid. Yeah, that last bit where you came out of the pits. A bit lonely, yeah. So we have Romeoing and Friday. That's it. That's it. You do a Romeo or you do a Friday. So yeah, absolutely great racing by everyone tonight. Really enjoyed that race. I really enjoyed that battle. I really enjoyed going back and watching the battles. So yeah, pretty happy with that drive. I think everyone in that race was happy with their drive. Goju was very happy with his spot. Tyler was happy. Oh, that's what yawning. Yeah, that's it. You know, it's a bit lonely, but when you know that you're pretty much guaranteed for that podium position because of it. Let's check out the daily races. Reward increase 600% for Bathurst. That was the Group 3 mediums you were telling me about, Rome. Group 4, Brands Hatch C. Ooh. Ooh, I like the look of this one. Group 4, brake balance. One stop. Oh, the Genesis is up there. We love the Genesis. That's our almost go-to car. We are going to have a good week this week. I'm still awake later. I might jump on and get some of that done. And then Autopolis is in Group 2. Cool. Definitely have to work on the DR sitch because we got very close to A+. And then we lost it all, essentially. I'm like half falling asleep. So we'll raid out, guys. We raced our 40-minute race. We watched a 40-minute race, and then we watched our 40-minute race back. So it's been a little while on tonight. I just have to have a look and see who's streaming that we can raid into. May do a rampage in the DR this week, not sure. It's Tricky's on. Yeah, I'm just having a look. I mustn't have It's Tricky. Is he doing Gran Turismo? Yep, I see him now. Alright, so we'll raid into It's Tricky. Thanks, guys, for jumping in, chat. Thanks for the racing as well. Those couple that were still in here from the race before. Really appreciate it. Thanks for the raid suggestion, Rome, as well. And it's given me someone to raid out to. It's good to see people who race in VR too. I'm really, really interested in picking that up for myself after I complete getting all the other things that I need to get. So once again, thanks guys for help making this amazing stream tonight, and we will catch up with you next time. Fucking enjoy.